The executive chairman of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, has disclosed the agency's commitment to recognizing inclusion of the disability community in rehabilitation and prevention of drugs abuse in the society. Speaking at Global Hope and Justice Disability Summit held in Abuja, NDLEA chairman represented by Etuka Chizoba said many times power are neglected from disability control programs by organizations and stakeholders. Buban Marwa said that times has come for the reawakening of different stakeholders to mainstream power in different advocacy programs to prevent abuse of drugs by power.
He said, I am humbled to deliver this keynote at such historic summit. I commend the Global Hope and Justice in partnership with the National Commission for Pensions and Disabilities and the National Human Rights Commission for championing inclusion and empowering persons with disabilities for over 2 decades. The theme for this summit, Attaining Greatness as a Nation State through Inclusive National Development, reminds us that a nation cannot be great if millions of citizens, especially persons with disability, are left behind. Today, I will address drug abuse among persons with disabilities and the urgent need for inclusive grassroots awareness and sensitization. For the disability and drug abuse, we have persons with disability face unique vulnerabilities like the social exclusion and stigma. They also face disabilities, issues with poverty and unemployment, and they also face psychological stress. Lastly, limited access to education, health care, and rehabilitation.
The executive director of Global Hope and Justice Incorporated said over the years, over 35 million people with disability has been neglected in the time past. But the recent Disability Prohibition Act 2018 has brought to the front the recognition of people with disabilities in Nigeria, as the only hindrance remains implementation of the act, as it employs government in taking bold steps on implementing the existing law.
We, disability rights activists and advocates in Nigeria, refused to rest in our oars, but insisted on internal domestication of these treaties into an act of the parliament. Thus, in Nigeria 2019, the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act was signed into law by late President Muhammadu Buhari, setting out legal framework for inclusivity, equality, non-discrimination, accessibility, and inclusion in public services. It is gladdening to note that today, Nigeria has progressively built a legal framework to protect the rights of persons with disabilities. Thus, I must admit, this single act of late President Muhammadu Buhari is one of the most outstanding star achievements of the APC-led government in Nigeria, and for which the disability community of more than 37 million persons with disabilities persons in Nigeria are internally grateful. Several states have taken independent steps by enacting their own disability laws